Hi there. There is a report I was reading from House Consult with regards to how real estate billionaires in Kenya are actually investing in real estate, more so around Nairobi. That report was fascinating, reason being, real estate billionaires are actually preferring to invest in the periphery towns outside the city. Let's talk about all that in this video on real estate in Kenya, in Nairobi. You are all much welcomed to the Money Daily YouTube channel. My name is Afaga Sifuna. If you are here and you love this kind of videos I make around personal finance, real estate, investing, showing you places, kindly consider subscribing to this video. Subscribe to this channel down below as you continue watching this video for you to be catching up on such awesome videos each and every day, because I upload each and every day. Thanks for subscribing. Having said that, there is a reason as to why billionaires in the city have actually continued to invest in the outskirts of the city. And Nairobi city is a very small city if you think about it by land size. Of course, it has very many estates out there, very many different constituencies out there, but it isn't that very big. And that tells you that given the population of Nairobi has been continued to increase and increase over the years, also the land size for development has continued to shrink and shrink over time. That's why the real estate billionaires, those people with money, have actually also jumped into the periphery towns. Think about towns like, for example, Ongata Rongai, Ngong, Kiserian, Kitengela, Thika Town, you name it. They have gone to the outskirts of the city for them to be able to invest there. And there is a reason as to why that's the case. I was reading this House Consult report. First of all, is because the returns of investing in real estate in the main city have actually reduced. That's all because things like, for example, land price per acre in different areas in the city, like, for example, think about Upper Hill, think about CBD, you name it. Ironically, for a good part of the city, land price per acre has actually reduced over the past 5 years. This tells you there has been strain with regards to people having the ability, or even so having the money to buy land within the city. And we're talking about very crazy amounts of money. That's all because for a good section of the city, we are talking about you spending even upwards of 200 million to get 1 acre of land, more so in the prime sectors in the city, prime parts of the city. Think about Westlands and so forth. And as this has been happening also on the outskirts, we talk about the peripheries of the city. These towns have talked about the satellite towns. Guys, price of land there has been increasing drastically over the past 5 years. On average, we are talking about land price there having increased by almost 20-something%. That is how insane it is. Land price around, for example, Rongai, Kiserian, Ngong, Thika, Limuru areas, land has increased by over 20% in price over the past 5 years. And because of that, a good number of these billionaires who also were actually holding land in these different areas have actually now resorted to building their real estate properties there. More so rental units for them to be able also to get return on their investment. And even so, a good number of them also who are owning huge tracts of land can now comfortably sell them to other people out there and in fact make crazy returns. Okay? Having said that, what can we learn from these moves by billionaires? I'm not just making this video to tell you what is happening. Also, we need to learn from what is happening for us also to be able to make money. And I'm saying so because I'm pretty sure where you are, also you're planning to make money in future, whether it is through real estate, business, you name it. So when it comes to real estate exactly, how do you go about making money? Rule number 1, buy property if you can. What do I mean? I've seen people out there, for example, who have been waiting for the right time to buy property. Guys, there has never been a right time. The right time is now. You can, for example, find someone out there who's working, maybe earning 100,000 Kenya shillings each and every month. And even, for example, even others out there are earning 500,000 Kenya shillings each and every month. And yet, they have never bought a property. If you are the kind of person who's doing that, you are actually doing great injustice to yourself, to your family. And that's so because over time, you're going to be seeing your friends out there who jumped into real estate having their properties increase in value. Reason being, the demand for real estate is going to continue increasing and increasing over time. So the best time to get into real estate is now. Jump right in it right now. You might not have the money to develop. You don't need to worry. Just buy property. Over time, you're going to be able to get forms of financing. Whether you're going to develop through asset financing or whichever means, you're going to find a way to also develop over years. But the key thing is to jump in it, buy, and then see how the property also appreciates over time. Okay? And then the second lesson you can learn is, guys, also you need to get into real estate with a long-term mentality. You don't need to buy property now in view of selling it within 2 months. Guys, the fact is very clear. Real estate property out there appreciates in value. That's a fact. But also, it takes time to appreciate. And also, on the contrary, like for example, we've seen a good number of the parts in the city also have seen the price of land dip. That tells you that yes, if you've bought, for example, in a very strategic place, truth is that actually over time, the price of those particular properties are going to increase. But you also need to be patient, because if you're banking on making a good return, personally, I'd be banking on actually developing. But if I can't develop and I'm banking on making a good return, I'm going to wait for some time, because I also want to get a good return. And I'm saying so because it's going to be futile for you, for example, to buy a plot of land right now, let me say, for example, at 1 million, and then you intend to sell at, for example, 1.1 million in just a few months. Guys, you have incurred transfer costs and fees and so forth. It's going to be useless of you doing that. So wait for a good chunk of time for you to be able to realize any meaningful return. Okay? And then the third tip is that also, as you are buying real estate, buy real estate having a big plan. Unless the property is just very, very strategically located, guys, don't just go out there and buy any piece of real estate because real estate. Let me give you an example. Maybe a given area is maybe, let me say, 50 kilometers in the wilderness. Yes, guys, you can buy real estate and actually be an owner of land. But the fact is that if it's 50 miles from, for example, a closed town center and there isn't any road network to that particular place, unless maybe you want to begin your own ranch or even a large-scale kind of activity, be sure this is going to be an investment which is sunk. And I'm saying so because, yes, you're going to be the owner of land, but it won't really benefit you. Reason being, that area is going to take many years for it to open up. That tells you also, as you're buying real estate, target to buy at very, very strategic locations. If so, you're planning about development. Buy in very strategic locations for you to be able to make money off the real estate you are investing in. What do you think about this video? I hope you have gotten 1 or 2 tips which you can use when you're buying real estate. And also, tell me what you think about a particular news about those outskirts town from Nairobi city actually gaining and appreciating in value compared to some key parts in Nairobi city. Thanks a lot for watching this video. I look forward to share with you other awesome videos next time. Bye bye, and you all take care.